What happened that morning in Boston Logan International Airport would change everything. Appearances can deceive, and true power often hides in the most unexpected places. Claire Donovan, a 42-year-old powerhouse who'd built a multinational empire from scratch, stepped through the automatic doors dressed for comfort, not show. Her gray hoodie and sweatpants hung loose, her blonde ponytail simple and unassuming, her sneakers worn from real life. She wheeled a modest black suitcase, blending seamlessly with the crowd of tired travelers. But Claire had chosen this look on purpose. After years at the top, she knew the real test of character came when people thought you were ordinary. She headed to the Atlantic Air first-class check-in for her flight to Los Angeles, ready to observe how her company's frontline staff treated everyday passengers. Behind the counter stood Jessica Banks, early 30s, immaculate uniform, dark hair in a tight bun, eyes sharp but bored. Next, she called. Claire placed her boarding pass and ID down. "Good morning. Checking in for Flight 247 to LA, first class." Jessica's eyes flicked over Claire's outfit, eyebrows arching in clear disdain. She handled the pass gingerly. "First class?" The skepticism dripped from her words. "Yes," Claire said calmly. Jessica typed furiously, frown deepening. "There's an irregularity here. You sure this is your ticket?" Claire stayed composed. "Positive. Double-check if needed." Jessica smirked. "I've checked. These seats cost thousands. Sure it's not a mistake?" The line grew behind Claire. Whispers started. Jessica demanded the ID again, scrutinizing it like evidence in a trial. "Legit, I guess. But how does someone dressed like you get first class?" "Someone like me?" Claire echoed quietly. "You know, our premium passengers dress the part. They fit the standards." Soon, Jessica called her supervisor, Amanda Foster, senior with extra stripes on her uniform. Amanda took one look at Claire and nodded knowingly. "Premium tickets are expensive, honey. Maybe economy suits you better." They tag-teamed the condescension, suggesting fraud, implying Claire didn't belong among people of substance. The line backed up. Passengers muttered impatiently. Claire stood firm. "Honor my ticket. It's paid and confirmed." Amanda leaned in. "We're protecting comfort in first class. You'd fit better in the back, with your kind." The cruelty hung heavy. Then a businessman behind Claire, Kevin Russell, spoke up. "You're denying her based on clothes? She has a valid ticket." An elderly woman, Dorothy Phillips, silver-haired and fierce at 78, joined in. "This is disgraceful discrimination. I've flown first-class decades, never seen staff behave so shamefully." Phones came out. Recording started. The crowd thickened. Jessica doubled down. "Scammers try this all the time." Then, boldly, "Probably stolen credit card." Gasps echoed. Amanda winced but stayed silent. Claire's voice turned ice calm. "Accusing me of fraud?" Jessica shrugged. "Tickets like this don't go to people like you legitimately." "Security!" Jessica yelled. Officers arrived, led by Greg Wallace. Jessica repeated her claims. "She doesn't look the part." Greg checked documents. "Everything's legitimate. We don't judge by appearance." But Jessica pressed, shrill now. Passengers defended Claire louder. Dorothy declared, "Discrimination is everyone's business." Claire warned quietly, "Reconsider this approach." Jessica sneered. "Threat? No, advice." Greg tried de-escalating, but Claire laid it out. "This is harassment and defamation, all on video, heading viral." Jessica snapped, "She's intimidating us." Greg sweated. Something in Claire's unflappable steel hinted she held real power. Then Claire handed Greg her business card. His face drained white. "Claire Donovan. CEO, Donovan Industries. Board member, Atlantic Air Corporation." Murmurs rippled. Jessica whispered, board member? Claire nodded. I own 12% of this airline. Been on the board 8 years. I travel incognito to check service. Never imagined I'd face this prejudice myself. Amanda paled. Jessica looked sick. If you'd known who I was, Claire said, you'd have treated me differently. That's the problem, your decency shouldn't depend on status. The crowd buzzed, recordings capturing every word. Claire addressed them all. This doesn't reflect Atlantic Air's values, or it shouldn't. But if staff feel safe acting this way, culture must change. She called her assistant right there, emergency board meeting today. Our employees just accused me of fraud. Turning back, there will be a full investigation, policy reviews, training overhauls. Greg stammered apologies. Claire eyed Jessica and Amanda. You've risked millions in damage with your prejudice. Tears welled in their eyes. Kevin asked, you firing them? Consequences yes, procedures will decide. But suspension pending review, mandatory retraining if retained, zero tolerance after. Dorothy added sharply to Amanda, who pleaded about her kids, actions have consequences. Claire softened slightly. I believe in second chances with real remorse. Prove it through change. She opted not to fly Atlantic Air that day, booking alternatives instead. As she left, phones buzzed, videos spreading fast. 3 months later, Claire returned to the same counter, casual as ever. The new agent greeted warmly, and treated every passenger, rich-dressed or not, with equal respect. The viral video had sparked national outrage, then reform. Stock dipped, then rebounded stronger. Jessica and Amanda, after retraining and probation, worked elsewhere in the company. New bias training became mandatory. A Dignity and Service program launched, named for Dorothy Phillips. Claire boarded generally, smiling at the change. A text from Dorothy, service wonderful today. Thank you. Claire replied, thank you for speaking up. In the end, one woman's stand against prejudice transformed an entire airline, proving that real power isn't in clothes or titles, it's in demanding respect for everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.